Hello and congratulations. I'm so excited that you have made it this far in your training, that you are taking your training seriously, you are taking your business seriously, and you want to be successful. And so I am so thankful that you are willing to watch all these training videos to improve yourself and learn the basics to get your business going. So this training is going to be all about successful habits. And the first thing is that you need to know what you're talking about. You need to know the products that you're talking about. And things have changed over the years. And if you've watched the earlier videos, then you saw what the website used to look like. And so I'm going to share my screen for just a second. And I am going to show you where you might find some product knowledge now. Okay, now it's a little bit different. So I'm going to show you some product knowledge, where you're going to find it. And this is our Mary Kay In Touch website. And so they've moved it. In a previous video, you may have seen me say it was in Product Central. We don't have a Product Central anymore. We have ordering. And if you go to the ordering site, just give it a second, it'll come up. And let's say you want to learn about the TimeWise Repair set. So you just click on TimeWise Repair. And then you would click on this right here. It says TimeWise Repair Voluform Set. I'm going to click on that. And then inside where you would normally order the product, it actually has a quick description of it and a product fact sheet. So the product fact sheets is where you're going to find all the information you could ever want to know about these products. It gives you a quick overview. It gives you a power statement that you can use with your customers. And then it tells you, it tells you why it works, what the Voluform complex is, and how the use up rate of each thing. And before I got into this one, let me make sure you're seeing what I'm seeing. Oh, you can't see it. Okay, just a minute. I have to change the window. Just a moment. Let me change the window here and get you to the fact sheet. This is the fact sheet. There you go. Sorry, you couldn't see what I was talking about. So it tells you everything you ever need to say about any of these products. It gives you a power statement to share with your clients, and it tells you what the Voluform set does, what is the science behind the complex that's in it, and it even gives you a use up rate. Okay. But what you might also like to know is, um, the order of application, and that is also found right here. Order of application. You would just click on that. It tells you your claims and benefits right here. If you don't want to go all the way into the fact sheet, it gives you an overview about the products and anything else you might need about the product. It's in your ordering section. Okay. So that is now where you can find everything you need to know about products. And it's so important that you know about the products so that you can speak intelligently about them. But one of the best ways that you're going to learn about the products is to use them yourself. So make sure you're applying them on yourself, that you're trying every product that you can think of, even if it's not good for your skin type. Like, let's say you're combination oily and we come out with a new dry product. You want to try those products that are good for dry skin, because even though you have oily skin, you'll be able to tell your clients, oh, yes, you're going to love that. It gives you so much hydration. It was too much for me, but you're going to love it. Okay. And vice versa. Okay, so make sure you're trying the products so that you can speak intelligently about them. Now, I want to talk a little bit about affirmations. Now, I didn't know what an affirmation was until I started Mary Kay. And maybe you are more advanced than I am, or maybe in your current career you talk about affirmations. But in my career, we had never talked about affirmations, and so Mary Kay was where I first learned about it. And so, for whatever reason, we have been designed with a negative mindset, and so when we wake up in the morning, we always think negatively. So we have to retrain our brain to think positively, to think about our goals in the future and what we want to accomplish. And we want to tell our brain that it's happening right now so that we get activated, we get motivated to start working towards our goals. And so, if you think about it, I want you to think about a glass that is filled with dark cola, okay? Whether you drink Coca Cola or Pepsi or whatever your cola is, it's in a glass, okay? And we're going to put that glass inside a punch bowl. And then we're going to take a pitcher of water, clear, crystal clear water, and we're going to pour it into the glass of cola. And so the cola, the dark cola, is the negative thoughts in your brain. And we have to pour in the clear, crystal clear water, the positive thoughts, and pour them into the glass until that dark cola, the water goes into the glass and it fills the glass up, that all of the dark cola pours out over the cup, and only thing left in the cup is the clear, crystal clear water. So that is how you have to think about your brain. We have negative thoughts in our brain, and we need to bombard our brain with positive energy, positive information, so much so that it pushes all the negative thoughts out. So when you have a negative thought, you need to replace it with a positive thought. And so, as a new beauty consultant, a great affirmation would be, and even as a seasoned beauty consultant, it would be, I am a booking machine. Everyone I talk to wants to book with me. I am so much fun. Everybody wants to be in my space. I can sell this product like nobody's business. Everyone I talk to wants to try the skincare. Okay. So those are positive thoughts that you want to put in your brain before you start making those booking calls that you learned when you did your MK University and did the booking module. Okay. So those are the kind of thoughts that you want to have. If you're a little bit more seasoned or you want to move quickly in your Mary Kay, then you might say something like, oh my gosh, I look so good in my new red jacket. I am a leader in this company. I am in the top 6% of this company, and I get to wear the fabulous red jacket. So, those are the kind of thoughts that you want to have. Now, there is a great affirmation that is in our boards. And so, if you haven't seen our boards yet, make sure you find our boards. In most of our emails that I've sent out with the new consultant training, there is a link to our unit boards. But one of my favorite affirmations, I've been in Mary Kay 23 years and well, over 20 years, let's say that, over 20 years. And in the first probably 15 years, I had this affirmation hanging on my mirror, my bathroom mirror, so that every morning when I brush my teeth and every night when I brush my teeth and wash my face, I would read this affirmation. Okay. And it's called My Commitment as a Woman of Excellence. And you will find it in our board, but it says, I am part of the Fellowship of Excellence. I have stepped over the line. The decision has been made. I won't give up, shut up, or let up until I have stayed up, stored up, paid up, and prayed up. I won't look back, look up, let up, sorry. I won't look back, let up, slow down, back away, or be still. My past is redeemed. My present makes sense. My future is secure. I'm finished and done with low living, colorless dreams, small vision, cheap living, and dwarfed goals. I now live by faith, lean on his presence, labor by power, and lift by prayer. I cannot be bought, compromised, detoured, lured away, turned back, deluded, or delayed. I will not flinch in the face of sacrifice, hesitate in the presence of fear, negotiate at the table of the enemy, or meander in the maze of mediocrity. From this day forward, my banner will be clear. When you see me, you will see a woman of excellence. And I just feel like those are very powerful words, but I will tell you, I said them morning and night. And so one time when I was at our grocery store, I saw this beautiful woman was sampling sangria. She was a vendor that was in the grocery store sampling, but letting customers try their sangria. And I thought she was gorgeous, and I wanted to talk to her about Mary Kay. And I went right over to the cheese section instead. I said to myself, my brain immediately said, we don't hesitate in the presence of fear. What are you doing? Because I would say that affirmation morning and night. And so it caught me and it said, we don't hesitate in the presence of fear. And so I walked over to that woman and I didn't even have to say anything. I had just come from doing a marketing appointment with a potential team member and I had my name tag on and it said, obviously, Mary Kay. And I went up to her and I said, what are we sampling today? And she goes, how is the world of Mary Kay? And she just opened that door and we started talking about it. And she didn't join my team immediately, but a year later, she was on my team. So make sure that you are filling your brain with positivity and good thoughts and successful thoughts for your career. And if you need help writing your affirmations, make sure you reach out to me. I will help you. If you don't know what to say or what to do, what we want you to do is kind of dream out loud. Just talk to yourself. What do you want your life to look like? But talk about it in the present tense, like it's already happening. Because our subconscious is 80% of our brain. Our consciousness is only 20%. But our subconscious, whatever we tell it, it doesn't know if it's true or false. It just goes to work trying to make it happen. So if you say, I look fabulous in my new red jacket, Your subconscious is going to say, well, we need to be in our new red jacket. We're in our new red jacket, right? So we're going to be talking to people. We're going to be booking parties. We're going to be sharing the marketing plan. It's going to tell you what to do and how to get going in towards whatever you're telling it. Okay. So make sure you tell it good things. And we have national sales directors that say, if you're going to tell yourself a story, then make it a good story. Don't make it a bad story. Okay. And then one thing I want to teach you that in the legacy leaders, if when you attend one of our meetings and we have you introduce yourselves, we want you to introduce yourself with a positive affirmation. And what do I mean by that? You're going to take each letter of your first name and you're going to create an adjective about you before you introduce yourself. So, for example, I introduce myself as I am the ever joyful, energetic, running on faith, intelligent Jerry Lynn Orocho from Cape Coral, Florida. And I have been building my $1 million business for 23 years. Okay. So that's how you're going to, I want you to work on that. That's your homework. I want you to take each letter of your first name and put an adjective with it that describes you. And so whenever you introduce yourself at our meeting, I want you to introduce yourself, whether it's Zoom or in person. I want you to introduce yourself with your affirmation. Okay. So that's part of your homework. Now, let's talk about success habits. Success habits of a Mary Kay beauty consultant. The first habit I just mentioned our meeting. Okay. So your first habit is to attend every success meeting, which is our Monday night meeting from 6:30 to 8. Our Monday night meetings are from 6:30 to 8, and we are here locally here in Fort Myers, Florida. But if you don't live here, you're welcome to Zoom in, or we can find you an in-person meeting where you live. I'm praying and hoping the rest of the world will go back to in-person meetings, and we're working on that. So if you don't have an in-person meeting where you live, definitely Zoom into ours. But I would love for you to experience the sisterhood of Mary Kay, and that you get an in-person meeting. So you want to attend every success meeting that you can, every special event in within at least 2 hours of where you live, and every workshop. In Mary Kay, we say, if you show up, you go up. And it's true. The people who stay engaged with their meetings, with the company, with their director, the people who stay engaged with their unit events are the ones who end up moving the career path, moving up the career path, who end up becoming sales directors if they choose to, and earning Mary Kay cars, okay? And earning diamond rings, okay? Those are the women that are staying engaged. So if you show up, you go up. You go up the career path. So, what should you make every effort to show up to? Your weekly success meeting. Again, ours is Monday nights from 6:30 to 8 at this time of this recording. Maybe it'll change in the future, but that's when we're meeting right now. Any guest nights. So, it hasn't, eventually the nationals will start traveling again. And when a national comes to town, you want to make sure that you go to it. We've always been taught that if a national is anywhere within 2 hours of where you are located, you need to go see that national, because national sales directors with Mary Kay are women who started with a beauty kit just like yours, a starter kit, just like, well, probably not quite as nice as yours. And they have made it to the top of the company. National sales directors are leaders of leaders. They have developed at least 20 offspring sales directors, and they are driving the beautiful pink Escalade or any Cadillac of their choice. Actually, they can take a Cadillac of their choice. And they are basically the closest thing to Mary Kay Ash that we have today on this planet. They are trained specifically to be in that position, and they are usually multimillionaires. And so if you want to be successful in this business, you want to surround yourself with women or be in the presence of the women who have started where you are and have made it to the top. Okay. So if a national sales director is around, you definitely want to be there. And our unit sometimes does special guest nights, and there might not be a national there, but we do guest events, and we want you to bring your guests to be pampered, and they'll be pampered by a sales director. So any weekly success meetings on Monday nights, any guest events, and then there are 4 big events a year. We have one event each quarter to keep you engaged, to keep you excited about your business, to keep you hopeful that you're going to be moving forward, and to recognize you. So whatever you've accomplished within that quarter, we want to make sure we recognize you. So what are the big 4 events? The first huge event, huge, it's put on by Mary Kay Corporate in Dallas, Texas. Every year it's in Dallas, Texas. And it spans between July and August because there are 4 different seminars. We are Emerald Seminar. If you are in my unit, you are in an Emerald Seminar. And so we rotate. There are 4 different seminars, and we rotate who goes to Dallas when, because we can't all go at the same time. There's not enough room for all of us. Okay. So the company spends over $1 million on each of those 4 seminars. So if they're going to spend that kind of money on us by giving us prizes and treating us special, giving us tours of the manufacturing plant or the corporate offices, that's when you get to go and tour these places, and you get recognition. You get to learn from the top of the top. You get to learn from the national sales directors, from the top trip directors. You get to learn from all of them at in Dallas at seminar. And so that is in July or August. So just check the schedule on your Mary Kay In Touch under events. Check out seminar and see when the Emerald Seminar is, and then just start making plans to go. Get your plane tickets early enough that they aren't a fortune. We usually room at the Omni. So when you register for a seminar, you'll be able to pick out your hotel room, get your roommates. You don't have to cover the hotel costs by yourself unless you're bringing your husband with you. If you bring your husband, then you guys have to pay for it. But if you have roommates, if you room with other beauty consultants, it keeps the costs down. Okay. So that is seminar. And then we have fall advance. And fall advance is usually here somewhat locally, usually within a 2-hour drive. It's just a Friday night and a Saturday, but it's usually hosted by a national sales director. So again, you want to make plans to attend that. And that is usually in October. Then we want to get the new year started. So in January, we have a January jumpstart. And again, that is usually locally, regionally. It just depends. Sometimes a national sales director will put it on. Sometimes we put it on ourselves. But that is just something that local sales directors and nationals put together to get you going, because our fiscal year, our Mary Kay fiscal year, goes from July 1st to June 30th. So January is our halfway point. It's our midpoint to reach our goals. So we want to make sure that we get you excited and ignited about your goals again. Shake off all the sugar from the holidays, okay? So from Christmas or Hanukkah or the New Year, we want to make sure that we shake off all that sugar and get you focused on your goals again, because you have 6 months left to reach your goals, to be recognized on that seminar stage. Okay, so that's January Jumpstart. It's usually the first Saturday in January. And then we have career conference. And again, this is so the company only puts on 2 events a year. That's seminar and career conference. So career conference, they actually send corporate staff out into the field, and there will be a few different cities around the country that you can choose which career conference you want to attend. But that is also a Friday and a Saturday event. Okay. But you get to hear from the top 3 nationals that attend and the top 3 sales directors that attend. It's phenomenal. It's great. It's in March. And so again, it's March, the last 4 months of the seminar year: March, April, May, June. So March is like our pep rally to get you, if you don't feel like you're close enough to finish your goal, go to career conference. It's going to motivate you and inspire you and give you hope to finish your goal. If you're on target for your goal, it's just going to push you right over the edge, and you're probably going to exceed your goal. So definitely make plans to attend. Okay, now let's talk about what was success habit number 1. Success habit number 1 was attend every success meeting, event, and workshop. Success habit number 2. Success habit number 2 is to focus on income producing activities. Okay, so income producing activities. You heard that in time management training. That's an IPA, income producing activity. So what are some income producing activities? Income producing activities is making new contacts, getting new names and phone numbers, following up on referrals that maybe you received from your customers or at a skincare party or facial. Booking is definitely an income producing activity. You are booking for future business, right? So booking parties and sales appointments. Coaching your hostess is definitely an income producing activity, because Mary Kay always used to say, if it's important enough for you to book it, it's important enough for you to coach it. You want to coach that hostess to ensure that your party is going to hold. Okay. What does coaching your hostess mean? Coaching your hostess means just setting expectations, just letting her know what time you're going to arrive, what's going to happen during the appointment, what needs to be set up, that you're going to need a checkout area for you and her guests. It's just talking about she should serve her refreshments at the end of the party. We're going to have so much fun. That's all coaching. Okay. Selling product is obviously an income producing activity, and sharing the opportunity. It may not seem like sharing the opportunity is an income producing activity at that moment because we do not get paid on starter kits that are sold. We get paid when they order from the company. But when you get a new team member, we're going to make sure that she is trained just by watching all these videos, by talking to your sales director and showing up to her weekly meetings. She's going to get trained. She's going to get started holding appointments, and she's going to be a successful beauty consultant on your team. And that will help you get paid. So it's income producing activities. Okay. So remember, success habit number 2 is to focus on income producing activities. Success habit number three is to have a positive attitude and unwavering commitment. A positive attitude and unwavering commitment. Okay. So this business is 90% 90% attitude and 10% skill. I was going to bring up a chart, but I didn't open it before I started recording. So I'm just going to show you. I'm going to hold it up for you. Okay. But it may help you to be aware of the 4 stages of emotions that we all pass through. It does not matter if you're a brand new beauty consultant, if you are a seasoned beauty consultant, or if you're a sales director or a national sales director. We all are women with emotions, and we all go through this cycle. The difference is, as a brand new beauty consultant, it may take you a little bit longer to get all the way through the cycle. As a national sales director, they go through the cycle in a minute and get right back to work. Okay. So a successful consultant is one who has learned how to quickly move from fear and frustration back to excitement. Okay. So here's what I want to show you. This is, oh, I might have to take my blurring off. Okay. Just a minute. Let me fix this. Give me just a second. Okay. Okay. So first, when you start your business, you are super duper excited. You're like, I have my own business. I'm going to be selling. I'm going to be making lots of money. I'm going to change the future of my family. And then you realize you have to start telling people. You have to start telling people that you're a Mary Kay beauty consultant. And you're like, oh my gosh, I am so afraid to tell people I'm a Mary Kay beauty consultant. And then you actually start telling people that you're a Mary Kay beauty consultant, and they're not booking with you. Or they say, oh, yeah, I'll book with you, but not right now. I'll book with you in the future. Or they say, oh, I use brand X. Oh, I don't really have time to do that right now. Right. And so now you start to get frustrated. This is a very, very important step on the emotional cycle. When you get frustrated, make sure you reach up. Reach up to your recruiter, reach up to your sales director, reach up and say, I am so frustrated right now. And you can be honest. Be honest. The best way that we can help you, the only way that we can help you is if you are honest with us so that we can talk about what you're feeling, walk you through your feelings, and how you can get out of it. Okay. Because when you are frustrated, you have 2 choices to make. You can either derail, meaning you give up. You go back to your old job. You decide Mary Kay wasn't worth it. You decide, oh, what was I thinking? I can't really sell anything anyway. Why did I start this business? Don't think that. Instead, reach up. Start, you know what also helps with it is education. Get back into education. Get excited. Listen to other people's inspirational stories, okay? And get recommitted. Get recommitted to your goal. Get recommitted to why you started your business in the first place. Remember, when the very first training we talked about your dream. What is your dream for your family? What is your dream? Why did you start your Mary Kay business? Keep hold of that dream so that when you get frustrated, you start to think, oh, if I give up, I'll never be able to take all my grandkids to Disney World. If I give up, I won't be able to take that 20th anniversary European vacation with my husband. What is it? What was a dream that was tied to that starter kit, that was tied to this business? Make sure you recommit to yourself, to your business, to your dream, to your family, to whatever it is. Recommit and then get excited again. Get excited, okay? So, again, excitement is when most of the work gets done. Most of the work gets done in the excited stage because excitement breeds enthusiasm and people, it's a contagious, right? When you're excited, they're like, I don't even know why I'm excited. You're excited and I'm excited, right? So momentum happens when you're excited. When fear creeps in, I want you to take a stand about it, okay? When fear creeps in, I want you to listen to Mary Kay training, whether that's these videos, whether it's the MK University on your Great Start app, or maybe it's the Mary Kay. There is a Mary Kay mobile learning library that you can download on your phone, and it's great information. It's got training from Mary Kay Ash, it's got national sales director trainings, or you can even go on YouTube and search on one of your favorite nationals. And I'm sure one of her speeches has been uploaded to YouTube and you can watch it. Pam Shaw is one of my favorites. Linda Tupin, Dawn Otten Sweeney has all of her training on YouTube. You can check it out. They're all nationals trained by Mary Kay Ash. So plug into that. Increase your product knowledge, review your training manuals, and pray and read scripture when you get scared because fear is not of God. And our national area scripture, our future national area scripture is 2 Timothy 1:7. For God has not given me a spirit of fear and timidity, but of power, love, and self-discipline. So whenever I'm afraid or nervous about booking people or going to a skincare party, I remember that scripture that God did not give us fear. He did not give us timidity. He gave us power, love, and self-discipline. And that's what it's all about. Okay. Okay. When you are frustrated, be very careful of your self-talk. Um, and you know what will help with that is action. Just get into action. And that will help reduce the fear and the frustration. And be committed, stay committed, be accountable to your sales director. Maybe find a power partner to run with in your unit. And if you see somebody who's holding parties and doing well, ask her if you can be accountability partners and you check on each other every day. Now, accountability partners don't let each other off the hook. Accountability partners say, oh, I didn't make my 5 phone calls yet today. Okay, I'm going to call you in 10 minutes. You better have those 5 phone calls done. Okay, that's a good accountability partner. That's who you're looking for. Okay, so success habit number 3 is a positive attitude and unwavering commitment. Success habit number 4 is tracking. You need to track your activity. A tracked number grows. So, what are you tracking? You have 30-day goals. Okay, you have 30-day goals. What are they? How many parties are you holding in 30 days? What are your sales for the month? What's your sales goal? You create that yourself. If you have a certain profit that you want to make, you determine how much you need to sell to make that profit to pay your bills. If you need help calculating that, reach out to your sales director. I will help you. Okay. And your sharing goals. How many people do you want to share with? Listen, 1 in 5 women will say yes to this opportunity. So if you want a gold medal in a month, meaning adding 5 new team members in 1 month, you need to talk to 25 women in a month. That is a number you can track. Talk to 25 women about the opportunity, about how we make our money. And if you haven't done your pearls of sharing yet, reach out to your sales director and do your pearls of sharing. That is part of that. Okay. She's going to teach you how to share this opportunity with your friends and family and so that you can start building your team. Even if you're not sure if you want to build your team yet, just start practicing just so that when you are ready to build your team, you're ready. You know what to do and what to say. Okay, now let's see. What else am I supposed to talk about? Okay, it is almost 30 minutes, so I'm going to talk quickly, but write this down. Actually, I have a training on this that if you want it, you can ask me for it. It's 20, 40, 30, 10 equals DIQ. Okay. 20 parties. That's the formula. 20, 40, 30, 10. Okay. 20 parties will yield 40 career chats. If you ask 2 people from each one of those parties, you'll be talking to 40 women. 30 women will say no, thank you, but 10 will say yes to joining your team. So when you get those no's, don't worry. Go, okay, great. I'm that much closer to a yes. Okay. So 20, 40, 30, 10 will get you into director and qualifications. You want to work on full circle marketing. We talked about that in the last training. So full circle, remember, have you done a facial? Have you put product on their face? What skincare set did they purchase? Did they host a party? Did the party hold? Did you share the opportunity with them? Are they now on your team? Or have they decided to remain a customer? Okay, full circle. You might want to start tracking things like court of sales. Okay, you can be in our unit court by selling $10,000 in the year. You can be in the company's princess court, which is $20,000 retail in a year. Or you can earn diamond rings and be in the company's main court, okay, Queen's Court of Sales, at $40,000 in the year. The Queen's Court of Sharing. Queen's Court of Sharing, you get a diamond bumblebee when you do 24. When you add 24 qualified team members to your team, that's the company court. When you do Princess Court, you don't get the diamond bumblebee, but you do get a gift from the company when you attend seminar. That's half, so that's 12 qualified team members. And to be in our unit court of sharing and get a gift from me at our annual awards ceremony in July, you have to have six qualified team members gets you into our unit court. Okay. Now, so success habit number 4 is tracking. Now there's 2 more formulas that I need to give you, and that is 2 plus 2 plus 2. When you get somebody on skincare, when you have a new skincare customer, then you want to check on her in 2 days. In 2 days, you're going to shoot her a text and say, "Hey, it's Jerry Lynn with Mary Kay. I'm just checking in to make sure you're loving your skin and your new skincare regimen." Now you can call them or you can text them, whichever you have decided to do with them. You told them ahead of time when you sold them the skincare. Okay. So in 2 days, you check on them. If they do not say to you, "Oh my gosh, I love my new skincare. I love my face. I'm getting compliments," and they say, "Oh, it's okay," then you want to follow up with them and say, "What's going on? What part of the skincare process do you not like? What part? Is it the moisturizer? Is it the cleanser? What do we need to talk about?" You want your skincare customers to love their skin and love their product. That is how you get a residual income because they are going to order from you. I just did a great party in March. It was actually my highest party to date at $2,200 in sales. I sold lots of skincare. And guess what? It's May when I'm recording this. So March, April, May, I'm getting reorders. 3 months. I'm getting reorders from those customers, and I love it because I'm getting text messages saying they love the products and they need to restock. So you want to make sure that you are selling sets of skincare. And you're following up with them 2 days after they use it, making sure they love their product. If they don't love their product, don't be afraid. Practice your product knowledge. If it's too much hydration, change her moisturizer. If she's not really loving the smell of something, give her something else. Okay, switch it up and make sure she's loving her Mary Kay products. Now, 2 days, 2 weeks. In 2 weeks, you want to see her again for a checkup facial. We call it a checkup from the neck up. Okay. So you want to check on her, make sure she's using the products in the right order. Look at her skin, make sure you're seeing any kind of change in her skin, that she's loving it, right? And she can share her checkup facial with friends, making her a hostess and getting a discount on anything else she might like to add to her regimen. Okay. So 2 days, 2 weeks, you see her again. And then 2 months from that date, she'll need to reorder from you, just like my people are doing. Okay. Now, when we call people, we don't call them and say, "Hey, I'm placing an order. Do you need anything? Are you running low? Are you ready to reorder?" I don't say that. I will call them and say, "Hey, it's Jerry Lynn with Mary Kay, and I am just checking in with you to make sure you have everything you need to keep you looking beautiful for the next 6 to 8 weeks." Because I'm not going to call them all the time. I call them once a quarter. Okay. So when you have 300, 400 customers, you're not going to be calling them every day. You're not going to be calling them every month. Okay. So you want to make sure, do you have everything you need to keep you looking beautiful for the next 6 to 8 weeks? Now they can order from you anytime, but if you're not doing your job of customer service, they may stop at a CVS or pick something up at the grocery store that they feel, "Oh, I ran out of this. I'm just going to grab this because it's convenient." What is more convenient than you calling them to deliver their product or ship it to them, that it's in their mailbox? I wish that my grocery store would call me and say, "Hey, Jerry Lynn, are you running low on milk? I'll bring it by." Wouldn't that be amazing? Okay. That's what you do for your customers. So don't feel like you are bothering them. You are providing a service to them, a concierge service, really, because you will take it right to their house or pop it in the mail so it goes right to their mailbox. Okay. So 2 plus 2 plus 2 is 2 days, 2 weeks, 2 months. Now, the next formula I'm going to give you is 3 plus 3 plus 3. Okay. 3 plus 3 plus 3. What does that mean? You can have anything you want in this business with that formula. It's $300 in sales a week. $300 in sales a week makes you a star consultant every week. $300 in sales a week. I would say $300 in new business sales a week, new appointments, because you have $300 in sales, 3 sales appointments a week, 3 sales appointments a week. We want those to be parties, 3 parties a week. If you will do 3 parties a week, um, you're meeting at least 12 new people every single week. Those are team members, possible team members, and you're building your customer base. Now, if it turns into a double facial or a facial, it still counts as a sales appointment, but we prefer you do 3 parties. That is where you get the most bang for your buck. So you want to book 5 parties to make sure you hold 3. Okay. Because there's cancellations, people get sick, that sort of thing. Okay. So $300 in sales a week, 3 selling appointments a week, 3 parties, selling appointments a week, and 3 interviews, marketing appointments, career chats, sharing the opportunity, whatever you want to call it. Those are all the same thing, but you want to share with 3 people a week. If you share with 3 people a week, there's 4 weeks in a month. You're sharing with 12 people. You're going to add 2 to 3 team members every month to your team. It's the numbers. It's the numbers. Will you get no's? Yes. But if you continue to work and trust the process and trust the numbers, you will get the results that you're looking for. Okay, I'm going to end it there. There's one more thing, but I'm going to do that in the next training. Okay, so we're going to talk about your Great Start recruiting income in the next training. And we're going to talk about money management, your sales tickets, how to fill out a sales ticket, your business management, and that sort of thing in your office. But I want to give you your homework. Your homework is to finish your MK University. Step 8 is how to build your team. And I want you to write and read your daily affirmations. Review the flip chart. If you got the $90 Pro Start Kit, you want to review your flip chart. I want you to be reading that out loud to yourself in front of your mirror so that you are smiling when you're talking about it. You get comfortable with the language. And then when you do your appointments, you become more and more familiar with it. And guess what? I want you to book your first 2 appointments. Okay? Book 2 appointments. If you haven't already, get going. Action will cure the fear. And you just jump in. Just jump in. Like instead of when you go to a pool and the water is cold and you take your whole time trying to get in and then the time is up and it's time to go home and you didn't even get to go in the pool because you were trying to get the water to warm up. Just jump in and have fun. Just give it a try. All right. So I am so excited and I hope that you will hang on there for one more training, one more video. It's the last one, I believe, unless we had more in the future, but it's the last one right now. And I hope you have a great evening.